Have you ever had 6 words completely destroy everything you thought you knew about your life? Those 6 words, "you were just too busy," changed everything for me on what was supposed to be the perfect romantic getaway in Cabo San Lucas. My name is Jessica, and until 3 months ago, I thought I had it all. I was a successful marketing director at a Fortune 500 company in Chicago, earning more than I'd ever dreamed of. I had a beautiful apartment overlooking the lake, and what I believed was the perfect relationship with my boyfriend of 4 years, Marcus. Marcus was everything I wanted: charming, successful as a real estate developer, and patient with my demanding career. When other guys complained about their girlfriends working late, Marcus would smile and say he was proud of my ambition. He understood the corporate world, he said. My best friend since college, Lily, was equally supportive. She was a freelance photographer with the flexibility I envied, able to work from anywhere while I was trapped in boardrooms. Lily and Marcus got along wonderfully, which I took as a sign that I'd chosen my people well. They'd team up to convince me to take breaks from work. "Jessica needs more fun in her life," Lily would say, and Marcus would nod in agreement. Looking back now, I realize their concern wasn't born from love. It was born from opportunity. For 8 months, I'd been leading a massive rebranding campaign for our biggest client, the kind of project that could define a career. I was in the running for senior director, a position that would change everything. The work required 18-hour days, missed dinners, and canceled weekend plans. I'd warned both Marcus and Lily that I'd be less available, that I'd have to say no to social events more often. They were both incredibly understanding. Too understanding. Marcus would bring me dinner when I worked late, leaving sweet notes about how proud he was. Lily would send encouraging texts during stressful weeks. They'd even hang out together when I was too swamped to join them, which I thought was wonderful. I was naive enough to think their friendship was a gift, not a threat. The signs were there, but I missed them all. Marcus sitting in the dark at 2 a.m., staring at his phone with guilt in his eyes. When I'd ask what was wrong, he'd say he couldn't sleep. Lily canceling our monthly girls' dinner for a photo shoot she couldn't describe. Marcus becoming distant during intimate moments, like his mind was elsewhere. I attributed everything to stress and promised myself that once the campaign was finished, I'd focus more on our relationships. I had no idea that by then, there might not be relationships left to focus on. The Cabo trip was supposed to be our reset button. I'd finally submitted my campaign presentation and was waiting to hear about the promotion. Marcus suggested we take a long weekend to reconnect. "Just the two of us," he said. "No work, no phones, no distractions. I miss you, Jessie." I booked us a beautiful beachfront resort with infinity pools and sunset dinners on the sand. "This is exactly what we need," I told Lily when I called to let her know I'd be unreachable. "I feel like Marcus and I have been like roommates lately, instead of lovers." "That sounds perfect," Lily said, her voice carrying an odd note. "You two definitely deserve some quality time together." The flight to Cabo was wonderful. Marcus seemed more relaxed than he'd been in months, making jokes and holding my hand. We talked about work, dreams, the future. For the first time in months, I felt like we were truly connecting. Our resort exceeded expectations. Our suite had a private balcony overlooking the Pacific, crisp white linens, and a soaking tub built for two. The first day unfolded perfectly. Sleeping late, room service on the balcony, making love with passion that had been missing for months. We lounged by the pool, took long beach walks, had dinner with our toes in the sand. Over dessert, I reached for his hand. "I'm sorry I've been so absent lately. I know it hasn't been easy, being with someone who's married to her job." "Your ambition is one of the things I love most about you," Marcus replied, squeezing my fingers. But that night, everything changed. During a romantic beach walk under stars, Marcus stopped suddenly. "There's something I need to tell you," he said, his voice serious. "I've been thinking about us, about whether we really want the same things." "What do you mean?" I'm not sure I can keep being in a relationship with someone who's never really present. I feel like I'm dating your schedule instead of dating you." His words hit like cold waves. "Marcus, this campaign period was temporary. Once I get the promotion, but will they really settle down? Or will there just be another campaign, another promotion, another reason why work has to come first?" The conversation lasted an hour as we walked the beach, dissecting 4 years of accumulated frustrations. Marcus wasn't cruel. He was honest in a way that made it worse. He painted a picture of loneliness and neglect that I couldn't argue with. We agreed to table the discussion until after our trip, but everything felt different. That night I lay awake thinking about my choices, about whether it was possible to have both professional success and personal happiness. The next morning, while Marcus showered, I grabbed my phone out of habit. There were missed calls from my boss and an urgent text that made my blood run cold. "Jessica, I need to speak with you immediately about your campaign presentation. There have been serious concerns raised about the authenticity of your work." My hands shook. Authenticity? I'd spent months developing that campaign. I called my boss, Patricia, immediately. "There's no easy way to say this," Patricia said. "We've received information suggesting your campaign contains plagiarized elements. We've been shown a portfolio from another marketing professional with remarkably similar concepts that predate your work." "Who made this accusation?" After a pause, "The report came from photographer Lily Chen. She says she's your close friend and felt morally obligated to come forward." The phone slipped from my hands. Lily, my best friend, had accused me of plagiarism. The woman who'd been encouraging me had been plotting to destroy my career. When I told Marcus, he seemed shocked, but oddly nervous, checking his phone constantly. We flew back to Chicago immediately. I spent Monday gathering documentation, research notes, drafts, timestamps, anything proving my work was original. Monday evening, Marcus appeared at my door with wine. I thought she might need company before tomorrow's meeting. As he poured wine, I watched him carefully. There was a nervousness that seemed disproportionate. "Marcus, when did you last talk to Lily?" He froze. "Maybe a few weeks ago." I could see the lie in his eyes. "Have you been in contact with Lily about this situation?" After a long moment, "There are things we need to discuss. About Lily. About us." My blood turned to ice. "What about us?" "Lily and I have been talking. A lot. About how your work schedule has been affecting everyone around you." "What kind of talking?" "The kind where we realized we both felt neglected. We started spending time together when you were too busy to see either of us." "Are you sleeping with her?" This silence was answer enough. "How long?" "About 6 months. It wasn't planned. We were both feeling ignored and found comfort in each other." "And the plagiarism accusation?" Marcus looked up with apparent remorse. "Lily thought if your career imploded, you'd reevaluate your priorities. She thought losing the promotion would make you realize you'd been neglecting people who loved you. So she destroyed my reputation to teach me a lesson. She said it would be a wake-up call, that the accusations wouldn't stick if you could prove the work was yours." The victim blaming ignited fury inside me. Get out right now." Tuesday's meeting felt like a tribunal. Patricia, HR, legal counsel, and an external investigator sat across from me as I presented my evidence. Every note, draft, and email proving my work's development. "This is thorough," the investigator said, "but we have questions about Miss Chen's allegations." They explained that Lily claimed she'd discovered similarities while helping with computer issues and had access through shared cloud storage I'd supposedly requested. All lies, but comprehensive ones. "Are you aware Miss Chen has been in a romantic relationship with Marcus Williams for 6 months?" the HR director asked. Even expecting it, the professional announcement was devastating. They showed me Lily's portfolio, marketing concepts nearly identical to my campaign. The metadata showed creation dates months before I'd started. Metadata can be easily manipulated, I said. Lily created this specifically to frame me. They presented fabricated text messages supposedly from me to Marcus, discussing desperation about the promotion. These are fake, I said, but I could see I was losing them. Then something occurred to me. Can I examine these files more closely? Scrolling through Lily's portfolio, I noticed something crucial. This design uses a font that wasn't released until 2 months ago, but your metadata says this file was created 8 months ago. That's impossible. I pulled up the font's release information. Nutra Display Pro launched in February. This design supposedly predates that by 6 months. For the first time, doubt flickered across their faces. There's more, I continued, gaining confidence. This reference a Pantone from their 2024 collection announced in January, and this stock photo was uploaded to Shutterstock 3 months ago, not 8. The room fell silent as they verified each point. One by one, Lily's deception became undeniable. 2 hours later, after thorough technical analysis, they'd found over a dozen anachronisms proving Lily's files were recently created and backdated. The text messages were also debunked. Miss Rodriguez, Patricia said heavily, I owe you a profound apology. You've been the victim of elaborate fraud. We'll be contacting authorities, legal counsel added. What Ms. Chen did constitutes fraud, defamation, and criminal harassment. The vindication felt hollow. Even with my name cleared and job reinstated, the damage to my trust was irreparable. I never pressed charges, though the company did. Lily had been planning this for months, studying my work patterns, gaining file access, constructing false evidence. The relationship with Marcus was part of her strategy, staying close while building a narrative about my supposed neglect. Marcus tried contacting me repeatedly, claiming he'd been manipulated, that he believed Lily was helping me, but his willingness to betray me based on such twisted logic showed me everything about his character.
6 months later, I was still in Chicago, but had changed companies. I received the senior director position I'd wanted, plus a significant raise and industry recognition. My reputation was stronger than ever. Lily faced criminal charges, and her photography business collapsed. Marcus struggled to rebuild after losing both his relationship with me and his credibility when his role became known. I learned valuable lessons about trust, recognizing red flags, and the difference between people who support success and those who resent it. The worst betrayals come from people closest to you, but surviving them makes you stronger than imagined. Now when I work late or prioritize my career, I don't feel guilty. I've learned that the right people support your ambitions rather than sabotage them. When someone tells me I'm too busy, I remember that being busy, building the life you want, is never something to apologize for. Those 6 words, "You were just too busy," were meant to destroy me. Instead, they taught me the most valuable lesson. I wasn't too busy. I was just busy with the wrong people. The truth is, some people will love you for your success, and others will resent you for it. The key is learning to tell the difference before it's too late. In my case, it almost was too late, but sometimes the universe gives you exactly the evidence you need to set the record straight. And sometimes the people who try to tear you down end up building you up stronger than you ever thought possible. Did you like this content? Then subscribe to the channel, activate the bell so you don't miss the next videos, leave a like, and share with anyone who needs to reflect on these family challenges. Together, we can transform our relationships.